Yo, what's good, Carver Nation? It's your boy Tristan, aka Sriracha DFS, coming to you guys back with another NBA DFS DraftKings Picks video for the January 15th, 2022, on a Saturday. We got a good little 9-gamer, I believe, again. We had a 9-gamer yesterday, too. The main point of this video is to give you guys a overview of the slate, give you guys the best picks from each team, and basically break it down for y'all. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel for more daily media content like this one and our live streams. Also, make sure to hit that like button if you do indeed like the video or like the information given. We would greatly appreciate that as always. And yeah, make sure you're in our free chat room where we're discussing DFS 24/7 all day, every day. People have been going off. My man Spike has been going off. We got Max going off. It's a good time there. We got sports, DFS, props, everything you can ask for regarding sports in general. So, make sure to head to the URL below in the description, chatdfs.com, if you are interested. And enough of me rambling. Sorry. Let's get to the slate. I think that's what you guys are here for. So. 9-gamer, like I said, Portland at Washington, first game on the slate. We have Dame still out, CJ still out, Powell, Larry Nance, Cody Zeller, all out. We have Anthony Simons coming back, so no more Dennis Smith Jr. Don't have to play that guy anymore. Ben McLemore still is pretty solid at his price. I don't know if I'd go there as of yet. It's a good matchup. Washington, fast-paced team. Hasn't been good defensively as of late. Anthony looks good here. Nurkic looks good because Washington bigs give up a bunch of points too. No more Ellaby with Anthony back. Don't think he gets the same minutes. DSJ's out of play too. So Ben McLemore, like I said, Nurkic, Simons are the guys I'm looking at right now. Over on the Washington side, we still have Bradley Beal out. So, of course, Kyle Kuzma has been playing out of his mind this season. He's in play at 8.1. I hate to say it, but I don't know if I'd go there, especially in GPPs, just because I don't know if his upside is there. Obviously, this matchup is nice. Portland not that great at defense, probably one of the worst teams as of now. Fast pace, decent pace. So, Kyle Kuzma 8.1, I guess not so bad. Dinwiddie is one I like at 6.8K. I think he has like 35 potential here, 35 DK points potential here. He maybe even 40, which is what you're probably looking for at 6.8 as a ceiling. Besides that, you don't want to touch the centers because now Thomas Bryant just got introduced into the rotation. So they're all going to see minutes at the 5 spot, which sucks if you are a Harrell or Gafford owner. Besides that, I don't think I'd go anywhere else. Maybe KCP at 5K, but at the same time, we have like the only person out is Beal, and so he's priced at that point. New York at Atlanta. The next game on the slate, Kemba Walker out, Cam Reddish will be out for the Knicks for a while. Otherwise, this would have been a good revenge game spot. Derrick Rose out as well. Solomon Hill, of course, is out. So here, Alec Burks, 5.8K, still going to be starting at point guard. Did really well, shot poorly from the field last game as well. So if he does somehow shoot above 60-70% from the floor and puts around his usual peripheral game, he has upwards of 40 in the spot against Atlanta. Again, not a great team that doesn't play defense. Very fast paced. So on the Knicks side, it's very good to see. And RJ Barrett has been playing out of his mind as well. 6.8K, not bad in cash games. You're looking for at least like a 30-point bomb, real point bomb here if you want to play him in GPPs. Julius Randle 8.6K. His price has gone down considerably. Obviously, he isn't producing as much from the floor as he used to, so that's probably why. But he makes for a good GPP play here against this not so great Atlanta team. Clint Capella did not play last night. Okay, I forgot to mention they were on a back-to-back. Clint Clint Capella didn't play last night. He might play tonight. So that's news to watch out for. If he sits, you have John Collins at 7.1. Pretty decent play here. Yeah, actually, I like that price for him. 7.1K. Needs to bounce back at home. Bogdanovich, decent play as well. Besides that, I don't know if I'd go anywhere else. Gallinari saw a good run tonight. 34 minutes. Like it's tough to figure out at the moment who will get the most run off the bench because you see 27 minutes. John Collins only played 29 minutes. Usually he's up in the high 30s. DeAndre Hunter. Oh, I forgot to mention him. If he's playing tonight, I love him. 3K. Shout out Spike. Was on him yesterday. Very crucial value last night to take some down. So if he's playing again, I do believe he started as well. If he's playing again tonight, 3K, you can't go wrong. It's probably going to be chalk up chalk, but his upside's there. Minutes are secure, and yeah, not much more you can ask for in a 3K player. Moving on, the Pelicans at the Nets. Let's see, on the Pelicans side, Zion is out, and besides that, everything's the same. So, BI's price is now at 9.2. I do believe that's been climbing up from like 8.5 to 8.9 to now 9.2. Obviously, this is a great matchup for him, but it's going to be tough to pay this price as of now. Jonas looks good at 8.3K. Something to note is that Jackson Hayes has been getting more minutes, so Jonas hasn't been getting like full run. And last game he did get, I think, around 32 minutes, but that's what you're going to be expecting out of him. That and like maybe 29 minutes in this matchup for sure. So his upside is limited by the minutes he gets, but it's a good matchup. Josh Hart at 7K, his price has steadily been raising up as well, but I still do like him in this fast-paced game environment for him. He didn't get the usual peripherals that he gets. Like he's been getting upwards of like, yeah, right here it says 7.8 rebounds, 3.8 assists, and stuff like that, I guess. But I know Josh Hart usually puts up a ton of peripherals. In fast game environments too, he thrives. So 7K obviously is a little steep of a price to pay, but he's not so bad. Someone I'm looking at is Herbert Jones at 4.6K. Love that price for him. This matchup's nice for him as well. He's going to be guarding... excuse me. He's going to be guarding KD. So, he's going to see a ton of minutes on the floor unless he gets into foul trouble. But that's not something that you can, I guess, predict too often with long defensive dudes like this. On the Brooklyn side, we have Kyrie out. Aldridge is out. Joe Harris still out. Nick Claxton is questionable. If he sits, Sharp will get the run again. But obviously, we saw Paul Millsap be thrusted in the rotation, become, I think, the best value point per dollar wise on the Nets last slate, which was wild because I think a bunch of people had everyone, but Paul Millsap wasn't even in the rotation, even when Claxton was out. So we saw Paul Millsap pick up like 19 minutes, and he smashed it. And so that puts a dent in like this game now. Well, I guess KD's coming back, so another 30 minutes is going to be taken away from the people who played last game. I think Cam Thomas still receives maybe 25-ish minutes. Patty Mills is back too. So the dudes who got minutes last time, like probably Bruce Brown, if he doesn't start, he didn't even see rotation minutes until he got started last game. So with Nash, it's tricky. You want to make sure that you peep the starting lineup, see what he does first. I believe Cam Thomas is still going to be in rotation regardless. Patty Mills, Kessler Edwards, but Bembry, Sharp, Duke, we're going to have to see. Sharp if no Claxton for sure, but if Claxton is in, then we have no clue what Nash's rotation is going to be. So let's move on to Philly at Miami. Both teams are on a back-to-back. Embiid did not get the record of putting up consecutive 30-plus games, I believe. At 9, he did not do it last night. That kind of sucks. But either way, Ben Simmons is out. Shake Milton, Danny Green out. Thibault played out of his mind yesterday, but he left the game, did not return. We're going to have to check news on that because if he's out and Danny Green's out, we might even see Korkmaz start tomorrow. And I know Korkmaz is a great play usually when he starts. So that might happen. And their bench is actually looking really, really thin. Isaiah Joe might get like 6-man minutes tomorrow. Georges Niang will get rotational minutes tomorrow if Thibault's out. But the matchup is not too ideal. Obviously, the Miami Heat are a slow-paced team, so everyone's priced right. I don't know if I'd go to anyone here as of now. Maybe Korkmaz, like I said, if Thibault is out. Miami side, we have Bam still out, Victor Oladipo out, KZ Okpala out, Markieff Morris, and Marcus Garrett. So with Jimmy Butler being back, and if he does play this game off a back-to-back, considering he just came back from injury from an ankle sprain, if Jimmy plays this game, then, I mean, you can consider him, but he's on a back-to-back, like I said. Everyone else just got a bump down with Jimmy coming back. So Hero out of play for me at 7.9. Kyle Lowry out of play at 7.7. You're at 7. Dwayne Dedmon's back, so that limits his upside. Obviously, in 27 minutes, he's still at 37, so that's kind of crazy. But he's going to be going against Embiid. I don't like the matchup for him there. We might see more Dwayne Dedmon, and he might be a solid GPP play tomorrow. I mentioned PJ Tucker in the article yesterday. Smashed at 4.5K, I believe. He smashed 28 fantasy points. Beautiful from him there. Besides that, I don't think I'd go anywhere else. Cleveland at OKC next game. Cleveland on a back-to-back. Rondo sat last game, and because of that, we saw Darius Garland explode. And if Rondo sits again, I love Darius Garland at this price, 7.9K. If this game does blow out, it's going to be because of him. Just like that Utah game, he had a triple-double in that game. And, OKC has been looking actually pretty decent as of late. Shea's been looking pretty elite. And Lou Dort, Giddey just are chugging along. So I wouldn't be surprised if this game stayed pretty close. I do like Cleveland tomorrow, though, if I would have bet on this game. But like I said, Rondo's out. Darius Garland, love him there. Evan Mobley at 7.3K is priced right. Jared Allen's priced right, but I do like him in this matchup. I played him yesterday against the Spurs because the Spurs suck against centers too, and then this is a perfect matchup for Jared Allen. 8K. I do think he has upsides of like 50 here if he can pick up the steals and blocks, and as well as put up the same amount of points and rebounds like he did last night. Besides that, I don't think I'd go into anywhere else. OKC side, Shea's getting up there at 8.7. Damn. Kyrick Williams out. Besides that, no other news needed. It's going to be tough on this side, I guess, because Cleveland's defense is pretty good. So it's going to be hard to play anyone here, especially at their prices now. I don't know if I'd go to anyone considerably. Damn, Shea just had a game. I had him that night, too. That's pretty nice. Yeah. I don't know if I'd go to anyone. Maybe Shea and GPPs just as a contrarian play. I know DeJounte Murray had a good night against the Cleveland Cavaliers yesterday. So, Shea's obviously, they're sort of like the same player, actually. They do it all for their team. So, but DeJounte Murray is having a crazy season. Can't discredit him there. But, yeah, you could look at it at the same situation. Shea might be in a good spot in GPPs. Chicago at Boston next game. So Zach LaVine, I believe, will be out for like a while. So we're going to have mad people step it up. And obviously they can't play the way they did like last night at home against Golden State, which killed almost all of my lines. And Zach LaVine killed me too. But yeah, it's going to open up a ton of usage. Lonzo's going to get usage bump. Kobe White's going to get a huge usage bump. DeMar DeRozan's going to be the main guy. Vooch is going to get a usage bump. So those 4 guys definitely rosterable tomorrow. If you do think this game stays close against Boston, obviously Boston's on a back-to-back as well. And they've been playing, I guess, like sort of average. I think they just got blown up by the 76ers. So this might be a good game to stack, honestly. But the Chicago side's going to be nice because of the usage that opens up. So we're going to see those guys get bumps. And then the next guys, since Alex Caruso, Javonte Green, Derrick Jones Jr. out, Dosunmu might get a start tomorrow. 3.4K. Love that price for him if he doesn't get into foul trouble. We saw Thibault go nuts in this situation yesterday, but obviously a different matchup, different mentality. So we might even see Troy Brown too. But actually, who started for? I'm pretty sure it was Dusunmu. He started the second half. And he has a super low floor, by the way. Super low floor. So, Troy Brown Jr. is the pivot here, in my opinion. We might see Alfonso McKinney start. We'll see. But Troy Brown Jr. might be a pivot. One of these guys might be the pivot to the Sumu tomorrow. On the Boston side, Marcus Smart is questionable. He did not play last night. So we're going to have to see if he plays tonight. If not, I like Schroeder's price, 5.1K, very cheap. Obviously, the starters got demolished today. I also did mention that you could game stack this. So we're going to have to check out that Marcus Smart news before we make any decisions here. Moving on. Clippers at San Antonio. San Antonio's on a back-to-back, by the way. On the Clippers side, we have Marcus Morris Sr., 6%. Okay, not bad. Actually, let me go through these outs real quick. Paul George out, Kawhi Leonard, Luke Kennard, Isaiah Hartenstein is questionable. If he's in, bump down to Zubac. Winslow out, Preston out. So Clippers have been pretty booty as of late, I believe. Yep, they've been absolute doo-doo. Holy cow, they lost by that much to the Pellies. It's tough to play these guys right now. Obviously, they're not in a good spot. They're missing a ton of dudes. And San Antonio looked pretty good against the Cleveland team last night. So I would go for San Antonio here if I were a betting man. It's going to be tough to play this side. You don't know what you're going to get out of them, honestly. Look at these floors, bro. 17 for Reggie Jackson. Amir might be the only one rosterable. That's the saddest thing to say. But I'm not wrong. So honestly, here I might just avoid all the Clippers. You can play them in GPPs, definitely contrarian, but I don't know if that's me. San Antonio side, Derek White questionable, missed last night. He could play tonight. Trey Jones, same thing. So if they're in, obviously bump down to everybody, just to bump down to everyone in general. If Derek White's still out, I like DeJounte Murray here in this matchup. 10.6K, a lot of upside without Derek White. Keldon Johnson, I can't believe I'm actually considering playing him tomorrow. But if Derek White's out, I like him. Besides that, not sure if I'd go anywhere else because the Wings are getting healthy. They are coming back. So Lakers at Denver. Next game, LeBron James is probable. Like always, AD out, Carmelo questionable, Dwight questionable. So those are two big news that I guess we do need, because if Carmelo Anthony's out, you're going to see more minutes for Taylor Horton-Tucker, Austin Reeves, Malik Monk. If Dwight Howard's out, you're going to see someone play against Jokic at center, and it's going to be interesting. So we might actually need Dwight to play tomorrow, if you're a Laker fan, of course. But I don't think we can run LeBron center against Jokic. I'm pretty sure Vogel's going to try it, and then Jokic is going to eat against us, so it's going to be tough. But like I said, if Carmelo's out, those three wings get more minutes. Denver side, I do like Jokic here. I do think our interior defense is booty, especially if he's going to be going against LeBron. If Dwight is in, I don't like Jokic as much because we saw what Dwight did to Jokic, but obviously different circumstance, different skill set now. Jokic is a ton crazy better. So we're going to have to note that news. Will Barton is probable. So basically the usage is spread out the same. Everyone's priced right. I don't know if I'd go to anyone here really. Maybe some Jeff Green in GPPs. Yeah, maybe Jeff Green has a punt in GPPs. But besides that, I don't think I'd touch anyone. Orlando at Dallas. This game doesn't look appealing either. It might be a stack the early game slate. It actually might be. Orlando at Dallas last game. Wendell Carter questionable. Mo Bamba questionable. Both didn't play last night. Markelle Fultz out. Michael Carter-Williams out. Etuan Moore, Jonathan Isaac out. So we're going to have to wait for news, and obviously we can't get that because it's the last game on the slate. So I might just avoid this game in general. Jalen Suggs is back. Cole Anthony gets a bump down. Franz Wagner looked really good without Mo Bamba. He continues to look good without Mobamba, but if Wendell's back, obviously bumped down to Wagner. So it's all over the place here. If one of those guys are in, it's still a bump down to everyone. And I'm probably going to be avoiding this, like I said. So moving on. Oh, let me just mention, Mo Wagner might be a decent GPP play tomorrow. I can't get him right. I rostered him every time he's dudded, and every time he's gone off, I don't have him. So definitely worth a look there in GPPs. On the Dallas side, Kristaps, I believe, is questionable because he didn't play last night. He hasn't been playing, so he has a chance to play tonight. If he's in, bump down to everyone. If he's out, same guys still benefit. Brunson, Hardaway, Finney Smith, Kleber, and Luka's been looking pretty good without Porzingis. And historically, he hasn't been too great when Porzingis is out. So now he's going back to his usual self. Maybe he's getting back into shape, but yeah, he's not looking too bad, and he still can't hit a three. So that's it for this NBA slate. Please make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, if you took anything from it. Subscribe if you're new, or if you haven't. And yeah, I appreciate you guys all for watching. This has been the NBA DFS DraftKings Picks video for January 15th, 2022. And yeah, appreciate y'all. Yeah, I'm out. It's your boy, Tristan, aka Sriracha DFS. Peace.